Bam, we're live. Man, I tell you, today's been a rough one. All right, so this is day 25 of the AI prompt challenge. Welcome you all. Yeah, it's a little late. So I tell you, I'm on the water and just we do not have good, strong Wi-Fi. And sometimes you just cannot connect well to YouTube. It is frustrating for sure. You, it's the, you take, it just is what it is, right? You live and spend time in a nice place, and this is what you get. All right, so let's make sure the screen is shared. All right, so here we are, guys. Right? We're on the 30-day AI prompt challenge for remodelers. Appreciate y'all being here. Today is day 25. So we're going to talk about how you can leverage reviews and referrals for growth. I'm going to go through this quick. Just so you understand, I use a formatting software to make this, and it's called Typeset, and I've been enjoying it. But Typeset's new and it has problems. Once you get so many pages, it can't handle it and can't keep formatting. And doing a 25-day challenge, it's just too much content for Typeset and they can't keep up. So I'm going to keep this in the Word doc today, or Google Doc. All right, so here's what we got. We're still in our marketing and advertising. So we got the ideal client and we're dealing with strategic growth, right? Again, this is for those of you trying to get off the tools. You want to no longer be self-employed, or quite frankly, this works for a lot of people. I find the common thing. A lot of guys can find a partner and they can get, into the million, 2 million, but they can't get past 3 million. Most companies flatline in that range. And then you need more help and you start needing tools like this. All right. So that's why this stuff's out there. It benefits people at multiple levels. All right. So the most powerful marketing, as you know, a lot of guys live and die by referrals. And even as you're growing your business, you still want referrals. Referrals are still a part of the game, but they can't be the only part. Now, what's nice about leveraging and growing a business through advertising is every time you get a new client, then you leverage that client to add a referral onto it. You see how that starts working? So what ends up happening is you're marketing social media, you're marketing with your vehicles, you're marketing with your mailers, you're grabbing new clients here, grabbing new clients there. Each of those clients then refers you, and that's how you spin, and then you start having so many leads. Now, this works much better when you have a strong referral process. So you think just doing good work is going to get you good referrals? Not all the time. You got to manage the client and do a really well job, and you have to prep the client so that they are excited to give you those referrals, right? So all these things are important, right? The high reviews on Google, neighbor recommendation, like on something like a Nextdoor or Facebook, and the personal referrals when they're at their friends' dinner parties, or they're going out on the water for the day, or they're at the company water cooler, right? You want all those places. You want people to say, man, I got a guy. If you're thinking about doing your kitchen, you have to call so-and-so. He's my guy. They're my team. They're awesome. So that is really, when you come word of mouth, you also have a higher level of trust usually. So there is goodness behind referrals, and understand that you cannot survive on referrals alone. But every time you grab a new client, yes, you want to leverage that referral business with it. All right. So here's what we're going to focus on. And this is how you stay in touch with, like, post project, right? After you've done the job. We talked about in day 20. So, and this is how you want to turn that relationship into like something that you can really leverage. All right. So remember, we fight hard to get the client in the first place. And that is just the start of the relationship. But once you fought that hard, you've put out word, you've done all your advertising, word of mouth, got your bids, you signed the agreement, you completed the whole job. That's all the hard work. So don't mess it up and drop the ball now towards the end where you lose out on that good referral. And don't be afraid. A lot of guys, we've talked about this in one of the previous challenge days. How many of you guys say to yourself, I never want to talk to these clients again, right? You're scared to death of your clients. You're just worried because you can't handle any more problems. And if you're a good remodeler and you have a good system in place, well, then all your past jobs should not be problems. They should just be nothing but positive people that are happy, and people that want to refer you. Now, there's a lot of debate that goes back and forth about having a referral program. I will say this: offering people something for helping out your business goes a lot longer way, and a lot of people get motivated by that. And you will have, every now and then you'll come across a couple people that will be some of your biggest fans. I had a gentleman, he was a pro at a golf course, and for years he was one of my biggest fans. Anyone he could, he would just tell them, you got to call my guy, you got to call this guy, you got to call my guy, you have. And that led to me getting work that I never would have gotten not otherwise. And you have to come up with some way of thanking that person. And as your company grows, you'll have more of a set standard. Like maybe you give them restaurant gift certificates. Maybe you give them a choice of a gift certificate here, gift certificate there, or maybe you throw like some sort of a party for them at a certain point. If you know that they do events, you can offer to cater it. Like, what I'm getting at is you can be creative in how you build your referral program. And the more you tailor it to your clients, especially if some of you have somebody who's really hospitable, like a good hospitality person within your company, have them run your referral program, right? They might be ordering gift baskets for some people. They might be ordering golf packages for other people. And you can start getting elaborate. When you start having clients that start turning on 3-4 referrals to you every couple of months, these people, basically become like almost salespeople for you. So you do want to reward them. Now, don't overthink it, right? But it'll grow as your company grows. All right, so let's get into our prompt, right? That's why we're here, is go over the AI prompts. So what you want to tell your AI machine is that you want to encourage past clients to give you reviews and refer friends, right? Two-part process here. So the review request is just going to be a friendly email or a text that you'll send to the client right after completing the successful project. And it's prompting it. You're asking them to go ahead and leave that review now while everything's fresh, right? You're looking for something positive, express that they enjoy, you enjoyed working with them, and mention how the review helps a local business, and include a direct link, right? Make it as easy as possible. There are companies out there that assist with all this, and that might be something that you benefit from. At bare minimum, you'll do this process. And you'll have a referral request. And that message you might send a little while later. I wouldn't necessarily wait a few months like it says here. I would consider doing it a couple of weeks, and I would include like a little newsletter, and I would introduce your referral program to them. And you should already have been talking about it throughout. And I'll give you an example. You sign a contract with somebody, and you're going to be doing their home remodeling. And as they're handing you the deposit and you're filling out all the details, you can tell them, I'm so excited for you guys, because when this job's done, we introduce you to our referral program, and that's an amazing network that we have. And you'll be able to help us do good services for your friends and families. And we can get rewards for you, right? And you get them prepped, all right? And then you drop it and leave it. Now, as jobs coming on, you go, man, this is going to be such a good job. You're going to be able to talk to all your friends about how much you like this kitchen, right? And you're getting them pumped and excited. So then when the job's over, Mr. and Miss Smith, nothing would be better. The best way you can thank us is by just suggesting that a few of your friends give us a rating. Is there anyone in particular that you can think of right now that we could reach out to? And just ask the question. You just never know. So at the end of the day, think about this way. Your best future clients are already connected to your past clients. So just make it easy for them to send people your way. And here's a sample of what once you've put the prompt in, right? You guys know how to do this now. You go into your AI agent, you put that prompt that I just read to you, you drop it in, and here's here's your email, basically. Right? So subject line, we'd love your feedback. It really helps. A message, hi client, you put their name there, obviously. And it was truly a pleasure working with you on your project. Thank again for trusting us with your home. We hope you're loving the finished result. If you have a moment, would you mind leaving us a quick review? Your feedback not only helps other homeowners feel confident choosing us, but it also makes a big difference for a small local business like ours. And you can leave the review here, You can put the link. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. Boom. Now, if they go forward and do that, someone on your team, you or someone else, you need to be on it right away and calling them, texting them, emailing them, and thanking them, and then offering them something in exchange for sending such a nice review. Right? If you've just done a bathroom model, maybe you send them over a little care package for like a spa, some bath salts, whatever, some soaps. If they just did a kitchen, maybe you send them a nice cutting board, or have your project manager or sales rep, or you as the owner, you stop by their house and drop it off for them. Like, go the extra mile when people do nice things for you. All right, so here's a good referral request message. Don't want to get into tomorrow's work too much. All right, so love your remodel, share the love. Now here's the message. Hi, client. Right, we hope everything is still going great with your remodel. We often say the best part of our work is the amazing clients we get to serve. If you're happy with the work we did, don't keep it a secret. Many of our best project comes from referrals. And if they did, you can add that just like you did, right? Friends, families, neighbors who hear about us from someone they trust. As a thank you, we offer a small gift, and you can put something like that in there. You can make a donation to their favorite charity. Get creative, okay? Know the area that you live in. If it's a beach town, offer some sort of a beach care package. If you live like out in the mountains and people like to hunt, offer maybe some sort of a hunting package, whatever. Find what your people are. Who are your ideal clients, and what do they like to do, and offer some sort of a package that would be beneficial to them. So anyway, boom, feel free to share our contact info, or just let us know who to reach out to. We'll take great care of them. There you go. So there you have it. And thank you for being here today. This was day 25, right, of the 30-day AI prompt challenge for remodelers. And man, we are just cruising along. So let me get these windows out of here so I can get back to the screen. Stop sharing for a minute. I believe it's here. Yep. Boom, stop sharing. All right, guys. So we got this one done in under like 13 minutes. And again, if you've missed any other ones, go into the YouTube channel, and you can look under live, and you'll see every live video. For whatever reason, the lives seem to have a fewer views right now, but don't let that mistake you that the content's not good. Okay, it's just that I think less people are aware that it's even there, and they don't go there. And YouTube doesn't seem to promote that as much right now, so I haven't figured out that algorithm. I'm working on that part. All right, fellas, have an awesome evening. If you need any help with your AI prompts, you want any of our content, you reach out to me. Okay, send us a message, and get into our Facebook group at Remodelers Helping Remodelers, and that'll be a good way for you to connect. I put links to all these videos in there. I also include extra bonus prompts and content in that Facebook group. So if you need more information, that's where it's at. Have a good one. Take care.